Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I promised you this is supposed to be a get ready with me video, but also to do my makeup on, how I shape my face with my glasses since I wear those more than my contacts. And it was so hard to take the subject so seriously just because here I am getting so in depth about it, and then I'm like, peep this contour though. And I'm just like, no, I want it to be a little bit more serious about it, so I'm gonna separate those. So today it's gonna be one of those vlogs, kind of like an update of what I've been going through, because if you follow me on Tumblr, you know that I've been kind of going through some things, and I guess I should, finally speak on that. And then another video, I'll do a whole another get ready with me with different subjects, because girl, that was just an ordeal trying to take it seriously. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's first dive into, body image. Recently, I not got into it, but someone in Instagram, when I posted a picture of me in my one piece, which I always do, I posted a picture of my one piece at the beach, and you can kind of see like how bony I actually am, and how knobby my knees are. And at first I didn't really look that heavily into it because I'm just like, that's my body. I'm so used to it, so I'm desensitized to like viewing it so critically like that at times, because I try to like not be as critical on myself, but unfortunately I am. So I try to like dismiss it. But I got comments, well, two, that kind of threw me off. And if there's one thing you never point out, it's someone's weight, because you never know what they're going through, what their struggle is, or you just don't know what's going on in their life to why they are at that point where they are. So someone said, and left a comment, they're like, I'm so sorry, I just have to tell you that you look really unhealthy. And then another one was just like, are you okay? Like, why are you so thin? And it was just like, I really shouldn't be complaining, because like I know there are people with with a body image that they struggle with more, and like that are more oppressed, and I shouldn't, be so like, oh, woe is me. But it definitely put me in a state of mind where I was just like, well, shit, if that's how they feel, like, what do other people think? And like, it really affected me. Like, when I look in the mirror, I just look, I'm like, okay, we're good to go. Like, I just make sure everything's in check. But now when I've been looking in the mirror lately, I look at myself, I'm like, does this look okay? Does my body look okay? Because it really set me back. I was just like, damn, like, am I really that weird looking? Do I need to change something? What do I need to improve in order to be accepted by this random stranger, And when it hit me, I was just like, why am I trying to please some random stranger? This is my body. I can't help it. Because if anyone really knows me, I basically inhale my fridge. And I can't help the way my body is, and that's just how it is. I'm just a naturally thin person, thin and lanky. But it really just made me feel bad about myself, because I was just like, it put me into, like, I go through waves of dysphoria, and I try not to do it, or I try to like distance myself as much from it and not think about it as much. Like, I compare myself to a lot of women, especially cis women, and I always feel so down on myself, because I'm like, I'll never be her. I'll never be as beautiful as her, or I look trashy compared to this person, and it puts a big damper on my mood. And I'm just like, what could I have done differently in order to not receive that comment? But at the end of the day, I realized you can't please everyone. Why are you trying to please a stranger? And why are you trying to change something that you can't necessarily help, that isn't broken, So it kind of goes on to the subject of self-love, and how I personally love myself, and how I go about like trying to treat myself to make myself feel better. So I personally I cover the parts I don't like with tattoos. I don't like my hands, cover them in tattoos. I don't like the way my ribs poke out, I cover that in a tattoo. I don't like my legs, I covered them in tattoos. And I don't like my arms, so I covered it in tattoos. So that's my method of self-love. Obviously, if it's something in your face you want to correct, like, you can't cover with that tattoo. Everyone, like I said, everyone has a different method, but mine was covering things I don't like with tattoos, and therefore loving them, because now I have this beautiful piece of art, on my body to appreciate it now, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's basically what I did. And I do things that make me happy. Like, I wear my favorite perfume. I like put on like a really nice outfit, even if I'm not really going anywhere special. Even if I'm staying in and like friends are coming over, I put on an outfit that makes me feel nice. And like, I listen to my favorite music, and I surround my friends who give me that reassurance I need without babying me. Like, I just need reassurance knowing, like, okay, is this how you view me? Is this what, just getting, like, getting put in check almost, and getting told the way it is. Because honestly, without these friends supporting me and like telling me how it is and just giving me, you know, the rundown of like how I need to go, you know, I don't think I would be as strong without my friends. And I think that's another way of self-love, is kind of like venting to your friends who love you, if that makes sense. I guess also accepting that this is your body and you do have the power to change it, and you can do whatever you want with it. Like, it's your body, your money, you can do whatever you want. And if you decide to change it, you still love yourself. Like, you're doing things that make you love yourself more. That's another form of treating yourself in a way. And I think treating yourself and accepting that, hey, this is my body, this is what I've been born with, and this is what I have to work with, and I can also change it at any point, and that's fine. That's awesome. Like, you've accepted yourself for who you are, and you also realize you can change it and still love yourself and be like, this is me. Like, you know, I just feel that's how I've accepted myself and gone about like any type of hate. But that one really did set me back, and it just put a damper on my mood, and I just really didn't know how to deal with it. So I guess, you know, knowing that you're in control of your body, that you can do whatever you want with it, and accepting flaws and all, because nobody's perfect. As cliche as it sounds, nobody is perfect at all. And people, like, even supermodels that I know I adore are like, they are flawed, or they are all like, even, okay, so there's like people, like, I know we all idolize somebody, but let's be real, that person that we idolize may be so ugly to someone else in their eyes. Like, beauty is subjective, and I think by remembering the concept that beauty is subjective, that you really can't you can't really be perfect if it's subjective. Like, you can't really do much if beauty is subjective. Like, you really just can't. Like, define yourself, define what you feel is beautiful, and make it beautiful. Make other people like make other people, when they see it, like, damn, people honestly respect you more when you're being yourself and just loving yourself for who you are. And I think that's so tight. Like, I love it so much. And I think that's another way of just like accepting your flaws and just like, you know, taking what you got and running with it. And at this point, I know I am rambling, so I kind of want to cut it short. But yeah, just surrounding yourself with good friends, treating yourself, accepting flaws and all, and knowing that this is your body and that you can change it at any time. Like, you're not condemned to something, and that's okay. You can do whatever you want. It's your body. And I just feel that you have to honestly build tough skin, because you can't you just also have to remember that strangers' ideal of beauty should not define who you are, and that you should not feel obligated to conform to these ideas and feel like that's what's going to make you feel pretty at the end of the day, is some stranger telling you you're pretty. Because 9 times out of 10, the person who thinks they're ugly is probably the most beautiful fucking person ever. And I think everyone is beautiful in their own way. Like, let's be real. That's honestly that on my version of self-love. And like I said, you guys know I'm going through some things, and I'm personally working them out, and I'm doing all the little methods that I've just described in this video. And I'm trying I'm trying my hardest just to really like abide by and like not be a hypocrite, and just, you know, say, oh, do this, but here I am fucking loathing myself. But I definitely am working on it. It's definitely a work in progress, and eventually I'll be back in that state where I'm like at least a little bit confident to walk out the door and just be like, this is me. And I'm not going to go into too much detail of like why I'm going through this, but just know I am definitely going through some things, but we're definitely working on it and getting myself out of this rut. And I hope you guys can all do that for yourself. Just let me know, and let me know how you guys deal with like any hate, or like how you guys, you know, what do you do for self-love? Like, what do you do for yourself? Just leave it down in the comments and let me know, because honestly, it could probably help me out, to be honest. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe and let me know, and like my messages. Or if you just want to see something different, let me know in the messages as well. So until next time, bye guys.